Let's be brutally honest. When she drops that bomb, "I need space," your gut wrenches, your mind screams, and every instinct you have is probably whispering the exact wrong thing. You feel a primal urge to chase, to fix, to negotiate, to beg. But what if that urge is the very thing destroying any chance you have? What if responding like most men makes you instantly forgettable, instantly unattractive? You're about to discover a timeless strategy, forged in the minds of ancient philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus, that turns this moment of fear into your ultimate power play. This isn't about getting her back, though it often works. This is about reclaiming your sovereignty, your self-respect, and becoming the kind of man no woman ever truly wants to lose. This isn't theory. It's a blueprint for strength. When she says, "I need space," understand this, it's rarely a simple statement. It's a signal. And one of three things is usually happening. First, her attraction might be on life support. Something in the dynamic shifted. Maybe you became too predictable, too available, your own purpose dimmed. She needs distance to see if the spark can reignite, if the mystery can return. Second, it's a test of your boundaries, a mirror reflecting your true character. Will you crumble into a desperate, clingy mess, proving you're a man who can't handle uncertainty? Or will you demonstrate the quiet confidence of a man who respects her request, values himself, and possesses unwavering emotional control? This moment is less about her and more about you. Third, and often the hardest to swallow, she might be exploring other options. She's keeping you in limbo, a comfortable backup, while she gauges the landscape. Ouch, right? But here's the unshakable truth, illuminated by the Stoics. Her specific reason doesn't matter. You cannot control her thoughts, her desires, or her choices. Seneca wisely reminded us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Dwelling on her motivations is a waste of your most precious resource, your mental energy. Your power lies not in deciphering her mind, but in mastering your own response. The moment you try to manipulate external events like her feelings, you surrender your inner peace. The only thing you truly own is your reaction, and your reaction, if handled with stoic wisdom, will be the same regardless of her underlying reason. Your primal instinct right now is to fight, to send a barrage of texts, to ask what did I do wrong, to promise you'll change, to try and talk things through. This is the ultimate self-sabotage. When you respond with desperation, what she hears isn't love. It's weakness. It's a man who cannot stand on his own 2 feet, whose emotional stability is entirely dependent on her presence. Epictetus taught that true freedom comes from distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. When you chase, you reveal you are not free. You are enslaved by the outcome, chained to her validation. Women are instinctively drawn to freedom, strength, and self-possession. They are repelled by neediness, desperation, and emotional fragility. This hard truth might sting, but embracing it is your first step towards power. Fighting for her now isn't a display of love, it's a desperate attempt to avoid pain. Real strength, real love, respects her request, even when it tears you apart inside. The supreme paradox. The less you need her, the more intensely she might desire you. So, what is the Stoic response? The precise sequence of actions that transforms this perceived crisis into an opportunity for profound self-mastery. Step 1. Accept her request immediately and with unshakable grace. Your response must be brief, simple, and imbued with quiet dignity. Something along the lines of, "I understand. Take all the time you need." That's it. No follow-up questions, no emotional outpouring, no veiled attempts to negotiate. This response broadcasts emotional maturity, self-command, and deep It instantly distinguishes you from the vast majority of men who would panic. Step 2. Implement complete and utter radio silence. This means no texts, no calls, no checking in, no lurking on social media, no liking her posts, no asking mutual friends about her. Silence. This is not a game of manipulation. It is a genuine act of respecting her boundary and, more importantly, protecting your own peace. How long? At least 3 to 4 weeks. Ideally, until she initiates contact. If she never reaches out, you have your answer, and you've saved yourself from a relationship where you weren't valued. Step 3. Embark on a journey of radical self-improvement. This is where most men stumble. They give space physically, but mentally obsessed, consumed by waiting. Marcus Aurelius commanded, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This time is your forge. Hit the gym with an intensity you haven't touched in years. Sculpt your body. Dive deep into your work or business, achieving breakthroughs. Reconnect fiercely with your male friends, those who sharpen you. Reclaim the hobbies you let slide, or discover new passions. Become fascinating. Go on dates with other women, not for revenge, but to remember your own worth and abundance. Read, learn, grow. Consume philosophy, history, practical wisdom. The objective isn't to become better so she'll come back, but to become so undeniably formidable that whether she returns becomes a matter of indifference to your newly forged self." Step 4. Conduct a brutal, honest self-assessment. The Stoics were masters of introspection. Were you overly available, always responding, always free? Did you lose sight of your mission, making her the center of your universe instead of your purpose? Did you become complacent, predictable, losing the edge that first attracted her? Were you needy, constantly seeking validation? Did you soften your masculine edge, becoming too agreeable? This isn't about it's about identifying patterns to ensure you never repeat them. This pain is data. Step 5. Cultivate genuine acceptance for both potential outcomes. This is the zenith of the Stoic mindset. Be truly deeply okay with either scenario. If she returns, seeing you respected her space and transformed yourself, you re-engage from a position of power, not desperation. If she doesn't, you have harnessed this pain to become a man of higher caliber, ready for a relationship that truly aligns with your elevated self. This is amore fati, the love of fate. Whatever happens, you use it as fuel for your growth. The larger truth this situation unveils is profound. If one woman's decision to need space can unravel your entire world, your foundation is built on quicksand. Your worth, your peace, your happiness cannot be tethered to any external person or circumstance. A truly strong man builds his life on unshakable internal virtues: discipline, courage, wisdom, self-control. These cannot be taken from you. A partner is an incredible addition to an already vibrant, complete life, never its foundation. When you are rooted in your purpose, your passions, your brotherhood, and your self-respect, I need space ceases to be a crisis and becomes a temporary challenge you meet with unruffled grace. This isn't about apathy, it's about caring from an unassailable position of strength. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, faced loss, rejection, and separation. He famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Her needing space is not an end. It is the very obstacle that can forge you into the man you were always meant to be. Use it. Here's your immediate action plan. Send that single, dignified message: "I understand." Take the time you need. Then, for your mental and emotional fortitude, block or mute her everywhere, not from anger, but from a place of self-preservation and unwavering Then, get to work. Real work. Transformative work. In 4 to 6 weeks, one of two powerful things will happen. Either you'll hear from a woman who saw you respect her boundaries, witnessed your incredible transformation, and now desperately wants back in, or you won't hear from her, and you'll realize you've become such a superior version of yourself that you're profoundly grateful she freed you to achieve this level. Either way, you, my friend, win. Remember the timeless wisdom: the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Transform this pain into your unparalleled power. If this guide ignited something within you, subscribe now. Next, we're dissecting what it truly means when she says she just wants to be friends, and the one response that shatters that paradigm forever. I'll see you there.